All right, good day, Royals, and welcome back. I have taken some time to reset my charts. There has been much improvement in my knowledge and my awareness with regards to investing, and I can clearly see why long term investing is ideal for any aspiring investor to consider. It's simply because these charts move in a particular way, form, and fashion. And in order for us to essentially capitalize on these movements without adding too much stress to our lives by focusing on what the charts or what the currency pair is doing on any given day, we don't essentially want to be sitting down at our desk. So, long term investments, it's ideal for us to be able to go that route. Now, the pair that I have been working on focusing for over the last several weeks would have been GBP USD. All right, it is not necessarily my baby, but it is one pair that I have started to focus on tracking for multiple reasons. I mean, essentially, they give enough pips or movements with regards to how the cycles play out on this currency pair. And as I have restructured my charts for longer term investing, ideally, just because I've seen how these pairs have been playing out on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and over the last several months, you know, ideally, we can secure one or two proper investments, or even three to four proper investments on any given month. And once we can identify what it is we are looking for, our criteria based on our business plan, really and truly, you just have to be able to set your parameters up. And then you just need to literally leave the markets alone. All right. Investing works best when it is you are doing it long term. That just simply means you can literally go and live your life. Now, in the public domain, I don't have too much against it, all right, because I was in the mindset that I needed to seek a trade or an idea to invest or to trade on a daily basis, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, just because the markets were open and these candles were being printed every single day, all right. I thought that I would have been able to capitalize on what the market was doing on for that given day. It could have been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So essentially, one day you can go up, one day you can go down, the next day you can go up, the next day you can go down. And in doing so, we essentially tie ourselves up. You know, there are many strategies that are out there, but ideally, if we are understanding that the market moves in a particular direction for a particular amount of time, that just simply means that we can set ourselves up to be patient for the market to showcase its direction for us or to us, so that we can again set our parameters up so that we can capitalize on any given movement that the market makers are printing before us. So ideally, long-term investing is where it's at. You know, if you can get 2 to 3% gains on any given pair over a month period, ideally that's good. All right. There are many people who would trade every single day and come out with blown accounts or break even at, sometimes at best. There are the few people in between that would have their structured system that would allow them to be able to capitalize, and they will be the ones that may come out profitable month over month. Yes, we do have bad months. Yes, we may have bad weeks, and we can get bad investments. But ideally, if you focus on, or at least if we focus on our long term investment, at least growing our portfolios month over month, like with a 3 month structured system, that does not put too much pressure on our minds on any particular investment, because we ideally understand over a 3 month period, we are looking to see what it is we have learned, how can we improve for the next following 3 months. And that is growth, that is personal development, that is not focusing on the dollars, because the dollars will come provided that we understand our structured system and we are focusing on the skill set. All right. So it's simple to understand why we would want to look at longer term investing. I would give a little example. If I were to say, for instance, that this is playing out to be a position where I can go short for a particular cycle. All right. I am using the quarterly points. All right. From one quarterly to the next quarterly point. If I am to say, all right, I'm looking for this investment to continue going down bearish over the next month or the next 2 weeks, however it goes, whatever this market is doing up and down, ideally I have a target and I'm going to leave this investment, let it do what it has to do until it hit its target. The worst case, guys, is that it fails. That's it. And then, you know what we can do? We can reassess our investment and understand why it is the investment would have failed. And then, you know what? Time is going to pass. And then we will refine whatever would have happened from this previous investment. And then we can set ourselves up, because once we have our structured system, this is what I am following now. Once we have our structured system and we set ourselves up, the parameters are set, we can literally go live our lives and not be focused as to what the market is doing directly on any given day. All right. The idea behind this is that we are looking for a bearish cycle to play out before we can potentially go long. Right. We may not go long from that area, but all we have to do is tweak our lot sizes. All right. Who cares if you have a investment with 100 pip stop loss? There are many people who are trying to get into trades and they are comfortable with risking 20 pips, 30 pips. They don't want more than that, because they rather be showcased that they are in the wrong direction sooner than later, rather than giving an investment breathing room so that it can do what it has to do before it actually goes in their favorable direction. We only set buy stops and sell stops. All right. There may be a rare instance where we can do a particular market execution, but that is a rare occasion. Once the market is set up to do what it has to do, we just set our parameters up. We can do a sell limit as well as a sell stop. Ideally, sell stops are very, very good for these type of investments, simply because we can just let the market push us into profit. And once it's correct in direction, they will just continue to do what they have to do, and we don't have to try to day trade these things. All right, we twin trade these investments, and we can set the parameters up to come out at, I don't know, maybe 50% of the entire move, because it's a calculated move. And then we can leave the rest, let it actually go to where it has to go. All right, so this can play out something like this, and then it can drop off. Something like that can happen. Let me just put this back. All right, something like that can happen. All right, and we are good with that. We are ideally looking to see what the market is printing before us. All right, but we are not going to be glued to our screen every single day, every single week. The idea behind investing is that you don't want to have it as another day job. All right, you're not going to be focused on how much money I can make on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. You want to get a mindset that you are an investor and this is a business that you're running. Some businesses, or the majority of businesses, do not function at a profit within the first year. All right, we are learning and we are educating ourselves, most importantly. and we are taking our time, not trying to rush this thing to make money because we have bills to pay. This is not a job. This is a structured business, and this is why we are doing this. We are doing this to grow our finances over a period of time consistently. All right. So we do not want to look at these things as just I need to make money just because I know that these markets are moving and we have bills to pay, we have things to take care of. Chase the skill and the money will come. All right. So that was my little personal experience being spoken about with regards to investing and the way that I'm structuring stuff now. All right. So I am adding my quarterly levels. As you guys will be able to see here, I have quarterly numbers. Right, they were smaller from before because I was getting familiar with the structures that they made, and ideally my quarter points was like every 50 pips. All right, but simply because of the time frame, looking at the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, right, long-term structured investments, ideally we can have larger targets and larger stop losses because ideally we are giving the market room to breathe. And that's it. That's it. All right. And we are fine with our either wins that we make or our lessons that we gain. Remember that we do not lose investments. We just simply get percentage decrease in our accounts, and then we analyze and assess as to what may have failed with that particular investment based on our business plan, and then we move forward. All right, whenever we get a percentage increase or a win, we don't get too excited. Yes, it's nice to make the money, but we're not going to overly get excited because the market still moves. All right, after every lesson you still have to go forward. After every win you still have to go forward. All right, so it's us being able to change our mindsets with regards to investing and how it is this market functions, how they print these candles before us. All right, you guys also need to remember that on TradingView, this is what we see on the front end, right? Whatever lines we are drawing here does not stop price. Yes, we have ideas about support and resistance and all of these things, but that does not stop price, right? We need to have a structured idea as to what the market is doing, and we are not guessing. We are seeing what they are doing, and then we are making an informed decision based on what they are printing before us. All right. So that is my take on what is going on with regards to my investing. I just wanted to share that idea and put it out there. I'm structuring myself for continual growth, and I am excited to share this experience with you guys. All right. I think I may have had one point I may have mentioned, but I will leave that for another video, seeing as this has already reached 13 minutes and going still. All right, so I hope that this video was insightful, guys. Remember, long-term investing is where it's at. We didn't come here to learn this to get another day job. All right, we came here to improve our financial future. We came here to change our generation. All right. It's as simple as that. Remember that these candles will be printed as long as this industry itself, exists. All right. And all we have to do is take the time to understand their structures, as simple as it is, and get that mindset in our head, our long term investors' mindset within ourselves. All right. So, with that being said, guys, I trust that you all will have a splendid day. You are always awesome. Just keep remembering that. All right. Whatever lessons we get, we just move forward with it. All right. So, with that being said, guys, have a spectacular day. Cheers.